Huh. I wonder. Good morning. The mosquitoes, nope, black flies. Black flies are out today. Yep. I guess I can probably put this away. I hope. I was out here not long ago walking around to make a phone call. I have to kind of walk up the driveway because the service isn't the best. And a dark shadow kept casting over my head and onto the driveway. And I looked up and it was a tree swallow, like trying to scalp me, I think. I'm not sure. It was just kind of aggressively flying above my head and really close to my head. Maybe it was getting flies. I don't know. But it has me wondering if I've got swallows possibly going into one of my swallow houses, which would be pretty amazing. Last year or the year before, they were going into this one and checking it out, and they decided that that was not the real estate they wanted. My coworker and I made a couple on a slow weekend at work, and I put one up right here, so I'm hoping they're going to that one. I'm not sure. I'll keep my eye on it, but maybe they just literally came over here because the flies are so bad right now. I don't know. Got another swallow house there, but I just happened to park the box truck right in front of it, so I'm certain they're not going to that one. I could be wrong. Anyway, I'm getting off topic. Today I've got a project I'm going to be heading to my dad's here shortly to work on. I was supposed to be doing rooftop solar. Let me come inside because the flies be getting bad. Hey dude, what'd you do? I remember at the end of last video, I think it would have been, I had mentioned that Rory is going to the vet. Thought he had hyperthyroidism. Took him to the vet a couple days ago now, and turns out he doesn't. Both the vet and I were shocked because after I explained his behavior and his habits, we both thought that that's what he had. He had blood work done, he had his thyroid checked, and they both came back good. At this point, it would have been better if he had hyperthyroidism because it's treatable. Since it's not, now we have to find out what's going on with him because he did lose weight, and the vet doesn't know, but thinks possibly the reason he's thinning his hair or pulling his hair is that maybe he has arthritis. But I've got an appointment booked for him in 4 days. And we have to do more extensive blood work now, and depending on how that comes back, what's the next step? Ultrasound. Yeah, so we'll have to see how that all goes. At this point, it's kind of like finding a needle in a haystack, but he has lost weight, so need to figure out why. He's been throwing up lately too, so need to figure out why. At this point, keep crossing your fingers and hoping for the best. We'll have to see how his appointment in 4 days goes, and I will keep you guys updated. I had an appointment yesterday, and after my appointment I visited Ramsay for a number of hours. It was super nice to see him and an update on him because I know a lot of you guys ask. He's still a trooper. He's still chugging along. His legs are pretty bad. He does still like to get for walks, but sometimes his legs give out on him. Sometimes he does a lot of falling. He gets a monthly shot now. I can't remember what it's called, but it does help a lot with his legs. So he's due for that again soon. I will put some pictures from my visit at the end of this video, as I always try to do, but I didn't take my camera. I think I have a cell phone clip from his little walk, so I'll try to include that in as well. But yeah, he's holding on, and hopefully I get another visit with him really soon. If you've ever wondered why I didn't totally finish the insulation in certain places, it's because this is where my windows are going to be going, here and here, and here and here should be where my ladder racks are going to be coming through the walls, I hope. I was supposed to be doing rooftop solar today, but my solar panels didn't arrive on time. I ordered them online because it was cheaper to do that than to buy them locally. Go figure. Anyway, last I looked, they were somewhere in Ontario, so they did not arrive at the expected delivery date, so that happens sometimes. The reason I wanted to do the solar first is because my ladder racks will be coming in through the walls. Don't really want to put much through the ceiling, the roof, it's too thin. So I was kind of waiting to do that first before putting something permanent like windows in, but I feel like as long as my panels arrive in good condition, it should work out that a ladder rack comes through here and it comes through here. So that should leave that spot open for a window, and that spot's fine for a window anyway. But yeah, I just want to be able to make my cuts without dealing with insulation and styrofoam balls going everywhere. So I pulled the insulation out first, and we're probably going to be, no, we are for sure going to be making a frame, and then I can insulate around the frame once everything's said and done. As far as the windows go, there's always a method to my madness. They're not really going in places for viewing pleasure necessarily. They're going in places that make the more sense for ventilation, I guess. But regardless, it is going to be nice to have some light coming in through here when the door is closed and all of that. Not going to be putting windows at all on the driver's side. Obviously in those two places there, my ladder racks will be coming through the wall, but I'm just choosing for now not to put any windows on the driver's side. Driver's side is going to remain somewhat stealth, and I say somewhat stealth because, like I said, ladder racks will be going through on that side, and anyone who knows knows, but people that don't know might not know. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I'm blabbering. I'm going to clean up the mess of styrofoam I just made on the floor, hop in here, head to my dad's and get started on this project. You guys are going to hate my windows. Dude's out there chilling on the patio, smelling all the fresh air. You're not gonna like me in a few days. I gotta put you back in the carrier. We have to go back to the doctor. Yeah. Try and find out what's going on with you. I know, you're not gonna like it. You're not gonna like it at all. Oh my gosh, you guys, I figured it out really quick. Turn the box truck on. Oh! Yeah. Tree swallows, not happy. They must have made a nest in there. Oh my gosh, they were not happy. You should have heard them. I got a glimpse of one. It was actually sitting on that branch that kind of goes right in front of the nest. So I'm gonna pull this up ahead, get out of their way. They just both took off. All right, I moved out of the way. Let's see if they come back, but it almost makes me wonder if the box truck being parked in front of it like it was kept them nice and sheltered, and that's why they chose that spot. I don't know. So I don't really know what to do. Anybody have suggestions? I mean, I can continue to park it there, but I'm gonna have to move it sometimes, and I'm also gonna have the door open sometimes working in there, so I don't know. I like to see the swallows do well. I don't want them to abandon that spot after they chose it, so if you have any suggestions, let me know. Also, really? That fast? Yeah. Enjoy the wood stove, you little arsehole. I don't know if you guys hear that noise, but it's like hundreds of black flies that got in here, and they're pinging against the insulation. And it sounds like freezing rain. Oh my gosh. You see them? They're all over that other window. Oh my gosh. I forgot my sunglasses. I knew it. I'll just have to squint the whole way there when it gets really bad. But anyway, I'm locked in here with tons of black flies, so. home. It's getting dark. Also raining. Let me show you my windows before it gets too dark for you to see them. I'm sure you saw them already in the clips, but these are my windows. The reason why I said that you're going to hate them is because they're not RV windows. They're like little shed style windows or little tiny home windows. But I like them, and I guess that's what matters. The reason they're up so high is, let me show you. Excuse the mess in here. Wow. Yeah, I've got my windows situated like this for a reason. This is head height for me, so it just felt weird to put them in the middle here. That just wouldn't have worked out too well. So this first one here, this is actually going to be above the stove. I'm going to have a stove top will be somewhere about here. So I'll be able to open this window. Obviously I've got the little clips here on the side, but you can open it up all the way or halfway or shut it completely. So that window's there above the stove. I'm not going to have a range hood in here, so I figured having a window right above the stove would be nice to open it up. Stick a 12-volt fan there if I need to and kind of air the space out a bit. Over here, this one is going to be in the bathroom. You know, it's another high moisture area. I want to be able to open the window and kind of air out that space a little bit too. Kind of hard to show this time of evening, but it does leave a little more light in here, which is nice. They are small windows. I didn't want huge windows anyway, and I also didn't want them so low that people could walk by and peer in. There's literally no way someone can walk by and peer in those windows. I'm 5'9", and yeah. So they do have screens on the outside. I drove here on the highway going 110 kilometers an hour, and they didn't come out. They're in there quite good. But also you can get little flaps or whatever that little tabs, I guess, that you screw in and tighten over the screens. But yeah, I might do that at some point. Of course, they have Dicor butyl tape around the edges. I didn't quite get a chance to put any sealant around the edges because, as you can see, we've got a little rain. Tomorrow it's going to rain all day. So I want to wait for a couple of nice days and then I'll seal up all the edges of the windows as well. But for now, the Dicor butyl tape should keep it watertight. You see my light on in there. Totally changes the look of it, that's for sure. But I'm happy with my little windows. The reason I went with these ones instead of RV windows is because 2 of these were cheaper than the cost of one RV window. And also they're nice and slender, so they fit just perfectly between those 2 middle ribbed parts that go all through the walls of the box truck. And I didn't want to have to cut any of those out because I feel like they're there for structural reasons. So yeah, something to look out of, something to allow some light in, and something to help ventilate. Oh my gosh, the black flies are trying to get in, but that's open all the way, open half, part way, and closed. Just to give you a rough idea, my shower is going to be here-ish. And so the window should be right next to the shower. It's also going to be right across from the door to the bathroom. So when the bathroom door is open, it's still going to allow light into this main space here. But there will be somewhat of a wall right here. Who knows, maybe down the road I'll end up putting more windows. If these ones don't work out, they're nice and small, so obviously you can change them and put different larger windows in. So I guess the next step is to obviously put my insulation back in here and kind of work around this frame. And I also need to get in here with some gap and crack filler. You might be able to see a little bit here. Just any of these cracks in between the frame and the window here. So I'm going to go along with that just to better insulate it. Hopefully the next time you see anything being done here, it should be solar on the roof, because I hope my panels will make it soon. Let me know what you think about the new windows. They are tempered glass. They actually say on them right there. I'll probably take a glass scraper and take that off. But yeah, I like them. Let me know what you think. I'm sure most of you do prefer the RV style windows, which is totally fine. It's all in your preference. These were just more cost effective and, you know, fit the space the best, so I went with these. I just heard the diesel heater kick on. I need to go feed Rory. I need to get a fire going. I need to shower. I need to do all the things. And the black flies are still bad. I don't know. It's almost dark. I hope you're all doing well. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye. I'm coming, Rory. Yes, I'm going to feed you. Solar lights come on. It's definitely that time. I'm coming in to feed you, yes. Back it up. Back it up. Excuse me. Excuse me.